And today, we welcome the efforts made by His Excellency the President on the fight against corruption. That the President is cracking some whip on some individuals today shows like some way we are making strides on fighting against corruption. However, we must remember the space of the young people of this country. CS Echesa may have had his weaknesses, but to many people he was a representation of the youth in the cabinet. And now replacing Echesa with Ambassador Amina Mohamed in the Ministry of Sports, to me I think the President had better options, had more educated young people, had devoted young people, had devoted former sportsmen who have also the management skills that would be required to run the ministry. So we are requesting the President, please consider the space of young people in this country, and maybe the solution to the fight against corruption is in the talented, educated young people of this country who have a future to lose, have a commitment for them and their children.
It's a rat race, nothing new. The same old game that all the heads of state who are there before used to play. You know, you instead of fighting corruption, or instead of firing the right person who is supposed to be fired, you just play a simple politics so that Kenyans can forget these things. I will call it in Swahili danganya toto jinga, because I mean, you fire Echesa, you bring in Ambassador Amina, who is a diplomat. Why can't you take Ambassador Amina where she belongs? I support the President in terms of Magoha. He's a learned friend, a professor who understands that sector very well. But again, you must also tell us the reason of why you are firing these people, at least for the country to understand. Because if it's a firing game, then every single day people will be fired without a reason. So we also need to know what is the reason behind it. We know the problem of this country is corruption, played at a certain level, and everybody is now trying to clean himself. So the only way to clean yourself is to sacrifice other people. So we need you to tell us, why did you fire these people? What is the reason behind it? And then maybe we can agree with you.
Concerning the reshuffle that the President has just carried out, and I want to say that I am disappointed because we were expecting radical surgery in the cabinet. We were not expecting what I refer to as lame reshuffle, lame duck reshuffle. I think at this juncture the President of the Republic of Kenya needs to be a bit more serious and rid his cabinet of corrupt cabinet secretaries. Cabinet secretaries that have been adversely mentioned, such as CS Rotich, Henry Rotich of Treasury, and many others. People like Alfred Keter of Energy. You know, those ministers whose ministries and departments are riddled with corruption, real corruption. I think they should step aside. Having said that, I want to thank him also for getting out of cabinet the CS Rashid Echesa. Echesa, you know, was one of those semi-literate cabinet secretaries who found their way in cabinet without the blessing of Kenyans. At this juncture, we do not expect a cabinet consisting of ministers who cannot even write their names. So I'm very, very happy with what he has done. That's a good start, but we want him to do more.